What's happening, Rangers? Welcome back to another Power Rangers!
Oh, yeah!
Battle for the Grid Arcade Mode.
Woohoo!
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, because today we are doing the story of Gia.
Oh, yeah!
From Megaforce and Super Megaforce.
Woohoo!
Although, I
was gonna call her a nickname, but it was weird. The G-ster.
The G-ster.
Alright. Alright, Luke, let's do this!
I never really watched Megaforce, though, because reasons. I don't know.
Power Rangers Megaforce!
Yeah. Megaforce was a show that was adapted from a Super Sentai show that I liked about, like, these angels. They were like an angel force, and then I loved Gokaiger, which was the pirate Super Sentai, and it was amazing celebration of all the different Super Sentai. And then Saban had one job to do with Megaforce and Super Megaforce, and he botched it.
They kind of ruined the plot.
Didn't just ruin the plot. I mean, turned them. They're not even pirates. They're Super Megaforce. I mean,
yeah, they didn't make them pirates. Yeah, because I thought the pirates had a really big part to play in the Sentai.
Yes, they did.
They were taking other people's powers.
Yep.
Something like that.
Taking other people's powers and transforming.
So now it's like they just made them regular Rangers. And that's the thing about the Sentai. Everything had a reason. And the Power Rangers is just like, oh no, we're just cosplaying and this is our new outfit. And it has nothing to do with this plot. It's like...
Well, I mean, Dino Charge was really good. Like, Megaforce was an average series and Super Megaforce was average, but then you had the first season of Dino Charge was great. Super Dino Charge was like, meh. Ninja Steel was pretty good for the first season, but then Super was kind of meh.
I agree, though.
Beast Morphers is doing really well right now.
What you were telling me about the original plot of, like, the Sentai version of the Pirate Rangers... Like, the Power Rangers version of that was, like, nothing compared to the Sentai version. So it wasn't anywhere near as cool as the original, but, I mean, it was okay, though. I mean, Gia's cool, so... At least we got Gia out of it.
That's right.
We can always be thankful for the little things. Alright, you are fighting... Okay, you're Red Ranger right now. Okay, I gotcha.
Yep.
Red, Quilt Ranger. I'm sorry.
Jason.
Jason, with the, what's that shield called? Oh my gosh.
Dragon Shield?
Yeah. Jason Dragon Shield. We'll just, yeah, I feel bad. We'll just cut that part out where I didn't know stuff. No, just no, you won't.
Nope.
Yeah, so Luke, what do you like about Gia? Why is she so awesome?
I like her character. I thought that the actress did a great job with her, but I didn't like the show.
Yeah.
Like,
the theme song was cool, though. Kind of.
The theme songs for the Neo Saban era were really great, but my favorite had to be Dino Charge. Like, because, you know...
Oh, yeah, you played
Power Rangers, Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yep.
It was catchy, too. That's what you want in a theme song. You want it to be... catchy and stuff.
Well, I was just thinking, even the original, like, 5 Rangers, like, you know, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, when they had their powers, like, yeah, they were teenagers with attitude, but it had nothing to do with the Sentai version where they got their powers from, like, ancient sources of, like, all this stuff with, like, you know, mystical powers from, you know, the beginning of time or something with the different dinosaur powers and stuff. So it's like, yeah, a lot of times they take the costumes from Sentai, which actually had a tremendously important meaning, and then they'll just kind of like be like, oh, I have a cool costume. Nice stereo.
It worked in Mighty Morphin, yeah, but Super Sentai, usually the characters, they have like some important role, like they're protecting the Earth, or they have like, their powers are from some like very important thing.
I forgot, did they ever have Train Rangers as the, like Power Rangers thing? Or
nope,
no?
They're gonna skip that. Beast Morphers is from a show called Go Busters that was from 2012.
Oh, okay.
And it was the first time that Super Sentai really acknowledged the Power Rangers brand, because when they change, instead of saying Henshin, they say, it's morphine time!
Oh, yeah!
And it was basically
so
like,
cute.
it was a parody of Power Rangers, but Super Sentai. And the thing that was so great about that show, too, which I hope they do, is they actually had several crossovers with the Super Sentai version of Dino Charge. They had one of Super Megaforce, the pirate show, and they had, let's see, the Go Busters also did something with Ninja Steel, or what the Ninja Steel Samurai show, I believe it was called Shuriken Ranger or something.
Yeah, you know what would have been really cool with Megaforce if they had just called them Pirate Rangers. Just that would have been really cool. Like the fact that they even changed the name, they're not even Pirate Rangers anymore. That made me feel a little sad. No. No, you don't think so? They shouldn't have done that?
No, I was crying because Gia just destroyed me.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. Gia was destroying you. Sorry. She is like, I feel like if you're, like, especially, like, maybe once you get to know other of the Rangers and stuff in this game and their movesets and stuff, like, some of them, you know, you can actually be pretty formidable, but Gia is, like, can make anyone a powerhouse playing this game. That's what I feel like. I don't know. She has, like, a really good balance of long and short-range attacks.
I would agree to that. Uh-oh. I mean, Jason's my favorite to play as right now, but...
Yeah, and when I was playing with Jason versing you, like, recently, I felt so powerful. I was like, oh, I feel kind of like this is unfair advantage that I have Jason on my team. He is really powerful in this game. Whereas, like, Green Ranger is, like, super fast a lot of the time. I feel like he has super fast moves. Jason has really awesome power hits, which I like. And I feel like that matches his character because he's super powerful. You can almost hear his, like, I don't know, like Austin St. John, like, doing his, like, war cry coming after people. Like, ah!
Yep.
I can't do it.
His war cry was pretty intense, actually. Yeah. I noticed that both Tommy and Jason have, like, a spinning leg sweep, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
There we go. Bye-bye. That is round 2 for the arcade. She is not really doing all that well. If it wasn't for Tommy and Jason, Gia would be getting destroyed in her own arcade mode.
Yeah.
But I'm really curious to see what story mode is going to be, but it's going to take some time. Arcade mode is fun. This is something that I always wanted included in Power Rangers Legacy Wars, because my problem with the mobile game is it was just always online. Like, there's nothing... That game, I hate to say it, people, but eventually it's going to disappear because you won't be able to play it anymore because it's an online-based game.
Yeah.
I've covered other mobile games in the past, and there's really no way to re-download it or anything, so all the... That's what I hate about mobile games.
It's only up so far as the servers are up. Mm-hmm. So if you guys want to continue playing Legacy Wars, kind of, then definitely grab this game, because then you can kind of, you know...
Yep, you can have it as long as your stuff doesn't get corrupted, because the Switch, like, for the next 10 years, you should be able to download stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I love playing my favorite games for a long time, because it's always nice to revisit them.
Exactly.
It's hard to get so involved in a game and then have it be totally gone. It's like, oh my gosh. Especially as much, like, involvement as people have done for Legacy Wars, because people have, like, spent so many hours on that, gathering characters and upgrading and
You and I
like
have looked at pretty much every character that's released.
Yeah,
Almost.
I could attest to that.
I still need to do a video on what's his name? I'll probably do that. Our tablet that we used to look at, Legacy Wars, though, doesn't work anymore. The NVIDIA Shield doesn't work, so I'm gonna have to use the tablet that we normally do for the beta.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't know if, like, they're really gonna be doing the beta thing with content creators anymore, because it's been...
Yeah.
And they're only going to be releasing one new character a month or every other month now in Legacy Wars, because Hasbro wants them to put all their focus on Battle for the Grid. And Battle for the Grid, I'm just going to say it, in terms of combat, it's a better game. Like, the mobile game is great because of all the different characters it has, but
I feel
this
like
plays so much better.
I feel like the combat on that is Well, I mean, it's a tablet game, so I mean, it's really cool for a tablet game. And I feel like it's a really good concept for how it is, where it's fair, you know, it's kind of a chance system where you have different cards that come up and stuff like that. We destroyed. Oh wait, no, we
won. I'm the one rocking the dragon shield.
Oh yeah,
for
we have
Jason.
the dragon thing. Yeah.
We're on our fourth one now. Doing pretty well.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was us winning. Sorry.
Gia has a winning team with her. She's got, you know, version 2 Tommy, which I know he's called version 2, but this is Tommy that's supposed to be older, and he has like a different look to his costume. This is... He
definitely does. I mean, you can even see his dragon shield has like a little collar on it with studs and everything.
I really like the Super Beatdown costume. I think that was a really cool idea that Bat and Sun had. That was one of my favorite, like, little mini-series things where JDF came back and he did, reprised his role as Tommy in the mid-2000s, something like that.
Cool.
And he did, first it was White Ranger versus Scorpion, and they changed his costume a little bit, but it mostly looked like his 1994 Power Rangers movie suit.
Yeah. I mean, like, as much as I rag on Tommy, it is kind of cool that he would be okay with continuing to come back and do a series, like, you know, even when he's older, when there's a bunch of teenagers. It's kind of cool that he would continue to be loyal to, like, the franchise that kind of gave him his start and stuff like that, so that's kind of cool, I guess.
Yeah, it is. I can respect his dedication.
Yeah, you know what I think about Gia's... Moving on. Anyway, like, you know what I think about Gia's costume, though? Like, in this, I feel like of all the yellow rangers, like, I feel like she stands out really well because yellow is not a color that stands out, generally. Like, it just looks like almost white. It fades into the background. But when you put it with another darker color, it really stands out. I feel like Gia's Yellow Ranger costume stands out more than, like, any other Yellow Ranger costume, because it has black legs and black, like a little black V on the right there, and it's kind of outlined with black.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe that was part of the reason why she's, like, so popular, because the Yellow Ranger, because it's like she stands out really well.
Well, it was, she became popular because she was a really good actress. She had great character arcs in the show, and I believe she also dated one of her teammates. I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
I tried to watch it, but when they ruined the legendary battle, I mean, this was something that was super amazing in Super Sentai, where you had, that's how they lost their powers, and it went into Gokaiger, like the pirate Sentai show. At least I think that's what it was called.
Yeah, sorry.
Because the massive Ranger battle that you see in the Legendary War, where Jason comes back and leads Mighty Morphin and stuff like that, but he has no speaking cameo. He's just there on the battlefield, and you see some of Zeo, because Tommy is rocking his Green Ranger powers somehow, which I always found kind of weird.
Yeah.
And you don't see White Mighty Morphin, and you don't see Zeo Red show up in the battle, even though in the Super Sentai they were all there. They just kind of focused elsewhere. But it was cool to see Jason leading the Power Rangers again, the original 5, and then you had Rocky leading the Zeo Rangers, because there was only 4 of them. Gold Ranger was there somewhere. I don't know where he was, but so you just had the American ones. They made sure to take out the teams that Tommy would have been a Ranger for, and he doesn't show up. So they don't have Black Dino Thunder fighting. They don't have Red Zeo. They do have Red Turbo, because they explain that that's TJ as a robot.
Okay.
The Turbo Rangers are all robots in the.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah, but having said that, now we have to break on Tommy a little bit, because I feel like they had to keep adding stuff to his suit, because otherwise this just feels sad to be there with a bunch of teenagers. It's like you have to put little, like, medals on your suit to make yourself feel better because you're older there. But, I don't know. But at the same time, I have to say, as I was just thinking about this, there's no telling what kind of awesome, like, mentor and ranger leader Jason would have been, if he had continued to do the series. Who knows? He might have been in several Ranger
They're
shows
still talking about bringing him back for a future Ranger show as a mentor, and he's open to the idea.
The fact that he actually came back after being fired in such, like, a horrible way, after, like, you know, living in his car and
yeah.
standing up for the entire team, and, like, basically them not even negotiating with him at all, and basically him being completely screwed over, you know, like, and the fact that he would come back anyway kind of shows that if he hadn't been fired, if he hadn't stood up, the thing is, people don't understand is he stood up for people's rights, like, to be paid equally, like, for stunt people and stuff, so it's not like he deserved to be fired. He actually did the right thing.
Yes,
like,
he did.
And the people that stayed on the show, no offense, but I'm talking about, like,
David Youst,
Tommy and Billy and Kim. Those three kind of like, you know, they're kind of like, well, you know, like they kind of didn't. They're kind of the reason why Jason and, you know, the Black Ranger and oh my gosh, and the Yellow Ranger got fired because they kind of like screwed over their team members. No offense, but they
decided. I mean,
they kind of like backed out of the West, kind of backstabbed their team members. No offense, but they did.
Well, I mean, David Youst was. There was a lot of stuff going on that he was too nervous to quit.
Yeah, and it feels like the Blue Ranger, David Youst, feels like he was like, kind of like he still is really tight with the Black Ranger.
Amy,
and stuff like
Amy
that.
Jo was like really good friends with JDF. Like originally she was gonna side on with Twee and some other people, but her agent like held her to contract or something. You know, so she couldn't do it.
Yeah, but you can almost break your contract.
Yeah, I know, but
I mean,
there was a lot of factors going in.
Yeah, but what do you call those people when someone's on strike and somebody comes in and takes your job when you're on strike? That's exactly how I look at them, and it's like, of course they got better roles because they were scabs. But anyway,
the scabs were the ones who came in and replaced them.
That's what But what I'm saying is, like, there's no way to know that if Jason hadn't been unfairly fired, he might have had all that fancy stuff that, you know, Tommy got, but whatever.
You be Gia.
I don't know what you hope to accomplish here. I've taken down armies.
Come face me, weakling! I will snap that dagger in half! That's a sword, but okay.
Alright.
Actually, it would be a cutlass! Oh.
Yeah, sorry. See, I tried to say something nice here, but then reality was like in my mind, and I had to say, you know what? You never know what would have happened if Jason.
But here's the thing about Super Megaforce.
And what about Zach? He could have done all kinds of stuff. He was like second in command.
Zach he actually came back to work on the show, but it was behind the scenes.
Yeah, that was late.
So he had like kind of like a stage role where he did voices of monsters and he did some ADR. He mostly became like voice-oriented stuff. He also worked on Family Matters and some other shows as like background characters.
But what about his character?
His character, you never find out what happens to Zach.
What I'm talking about, his character was robbed. Okay, continue. I'm sorry.
So, the thing that I never liked about Gia and the Super Megaforce show is they never explain their cocky attitude. Like, as pirates, you get it. They're here to steal people's powers and do all this other stuff. Her mannerisms and everything completely changed from Power Rangers Megaforce. Because, you know, she was kind of like a sweet angelic character because that's what Megaforce was adapted from, like the Angel Force. But then as a pirate, she has like this pose and she's just very...
completely different personality for no reason.
Exactly. That's why Super Megaforce didn't work.
Look, I am so confused. How is it that she's an Angel Ranger and a Pirate Ranger at the same time?
Because Zordon's like assistant or colleague or whatever gives them new Super Megaforce powers. At the start of the next season.
Wait, so they were 2 seasons with the same team?
3 seasons with the same team.
Really?
Similar to Mighty Morphin, yep.
Wow, they must have been super popular.
No, well, I mean, they were riding a major high because Power Ranger Samurai was the first of the Neo Saban shows, and it did pretty well. Like, you know, it got people to watch the show again. You know, they had new video games, they had all kinds of stuff was happening. And Nickelodeon was really enjoying what Saban was doing with Power Rangers. And then Megaforce came along, and they were kind of like, okay, it's got a catchy theme song, but it's already doing some stuff we don't like. And then they were like, all right. But the fans were supporting it because they knew that the Legendary War was going to happen. Like, the massive thing that happened in Super Sentai in, like, 2012. You know? And they were trying to support it because they were like, oh, wow, we're going to see our favorite Rangers team up because it's supposed to be a celebration series.
Yeah.
It was celebrating 20 years of Power Rangers. And then they botched it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's weird.
I mean, they had one job and they ruined it. So, I mean, people were kind of like... And then they kind of got off-board Power Rangers, and then they took another super popular Super Sentai show, which was the Dino Charge series, and they did that. Uh-oh, this is gonna be close.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Oh, we barely won that.
Nice job.
Nice job, Dragon Zord.
Good job, Dragon Tommy Zord.
If it wasn't for Tommy Zord, that would have been over.
I mean, it is a really cool outfit, mixing the white and green there. Who got snapped in half now?
Oh!
Alright, I don't know how Gia sounds.
It's more or less what Gia sounds like. But what I love about Gia's actress is she actually goes around and she does fan films as the Yellow Megaforce Ranger. She has appeared in like semi like Saban sponsored videos where she's still reprising her character. So she's kind of like the female Tommy in that respect, that she comes back and she does different things. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
This is gonna be Ranger Slayer now. Oh boy.
Whoa, intenso. Just picture her as just Kimmy Cubs. I mean, she's the same moveset. It's not like she looks like she's 1,000 times more powerful than Kimmy Cub. But well, she probably would be.
She has essentially the Sword of Darkness transformed into the Bow of Darkness. So the thing that kept Tommy under Rita's control.
Wow.
Yep.
Yep. That's cool.
Ow. Ah.
So was Gia dating someone? The actress was dating somebody on the
No, her character.
Show, or her character
I'm pretty sure, if I'm thinking about this, she was dating the black Megaforce Ranger, and then he became the green Megaforce Ranger.
Oh,
I don't remember his name, but I'm pretty sure that's who it was.
That's cool.
And it started a precedent of more Rangers like becoming an item again, like for the Neo Saban era.
Yeah, I mean, in any storyline, adding a love interest element just like makes it that more interesting. Like in any story, I don't know why, it just does.
Yeah.
I guess people like not just action, but they want love too. Or dating. Teenage dating, I don't know if that's...
Stay away from me! Okay, so you guys are probably noticing with arcade mode that they do something a little bit different. Instead of giving them like overlapping health bars, they put like a number next to it to show how many times you have to beat them.
But yeah, oh, I see what you're saying. How awkward would that be, though, dating somebody... If you really were a Power Ranger, Power Rangers were in real life, and you were dating someone on your Power Ranger team, and you broke up, and then you have to fight together.
Yeah, that's why...
it's like, it doesn't really work out. That's why, like, in the show, if you're dating, they make someone date them, they have to never have them break up, ever, because it would be too awkward. What?
I had the thing coming in.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of why Trini and Jason stopped being together in the comics. I mean, I don't know. I've only seen a couple comics where they were together, but I thought they were really cute together. It was during the whole, like, thing where the Rangers swapped colors for the first time.
Yeah.
Which was weird, and I didn't know they could do that. But, I think Trini made a pretty good Red Ranger. Like, it was a really cool comic. Throwed you!
Yeah, wait, what? Wait, Trini? Oh, she became the Red Ranger at that comic?
Yeah, when she was dating Jason. Like, something happened where they had to switch colors. The comic that I'm referring to, guys, is the Go-Go Power Ranger series, which is supposed to be a prequel of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers comics. Cute! I don't think you properly understand what you're up against.
I face worse.
No. This is Drakkon.
I think that... Oh my gosh. I think that a lot of people have been waiting their whole lives to see Trini as the Red Ranger. I mean, she could have been the team leader.
Yes, she could have.
I'm just saying, like, I'm not trying to be offensive to any other team member of that team, Jason or Tommy, but I mean, Trini was so awesome. Or Zach. I mean, he was cool too. I'm just saying, like, and I don't know why I was with Billy last, but I mean, Billy was the one that didn't really know very much martial arts, so he really
until the end of the show.
Yeah, but I'm just saying for Trini, like, she knew all this cool martial arts stuff, and she was just such a good leader. She had a great head on her shoulders. If any girl could have been the leader of that team, it definitely could have been
Trini. Yeah, I agree.
She would have looked so cool in like a Red Ranger outfit. Anyway.
She did. I mean, you can read the. She also didn't have a skirt as a Red Ranger either. She kept her like.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
Like her original thing.
Whatever costume Kimberly became the Blue Ranger, so she had a skirt.
See, I think like most girls, like that's what I love about Trini is she's just so like. Kind of like go with the flow, you know, like kind of like how you were talking about Zach, like he got, you know, they let him go in such a horrible way, and then he still came back and did voiceover and stuff. Like for me, I would have been so angry, I would have never been able to do that. It's so cool that Zach's so chill about that. Like Trini's the same way, like they didn't even give her a skirt, like they gave Kim a skirt and she didn't get one. She was just like, whatever, I'll just, you know, it's okay. It was like, yeah, she just went with it, so that's cool.
Yep. So basically, fighting Drakkon like this is similar to fighting... I said in my review that it was like fighting Bison, but in reality, it kind of feels like you're battling Sagat. Because Bison is like crazy hard. Sagat is, you know, he's not... Or Sagat, he's not, like, too bad.
Yeah.
I mean, they're usually fun matches, and you're evenly matched between, like, Ryu and Sagat.
Yeah, I mean, Lord Drakkon is so, like, I like fighting against him because he just feels so cool. I don't know, is it just me, or is he tremendously OP compared to everybody else?
Oh, he's really strong. I
just feel like, it's just like, even if you're a horrible player, you can probably beat everybody as Lord Drakkon anyway. It's just so... I mean, Gia can pretty much hold.
Oh, Gia's gone.
I feel like Gia's still balanced.
Ah.
Like, yes, she has good moves, but everyone is pretty balanced. But yes, both of Tommy's characters are super fast, super strong. It feels like they're both OP.
There we go. Yatta! That was actually kind of fun.
You could have been great. What a waste. You could have been great.
Could have been. Really said that?
No, I said that.
Oh,
said,
okay.
You could have been great, and I said you could have been great.
Gia's the blonde, so I mean.
Hey!
I'm just letting you know.
All right, that's what you had.
All right, guys, that concludes another Power Rangers Arcade mode. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you guys had a lot of fun. As you can see in the background, they're giving you a taste of what story mode is gonna have to offer, and you can see Trini is inside of the Black Dragon. You can see her right there. That is Trini.
Oh my god.
So,
cool.
If Trini does appear in this game, unfortunately, it's probably going to be the Black Dragon, and then maybe you could replace Black Dragon with just the Trini skin. I don't know, but it'd be kind of cool. And the story mode will be coming soon. We don't know when. It could be sometime this summer, or it could be late summer. But the next Rangers will be coming out in May. I believe that is the tentative release date. So anyway, join us tomorrow for our next arcade episode, which will be on Ranger Slayer.
Whoa.
Like, comment, subscribe. Check out our Versus series, which is happening every day on this channel for about a week. And we hope you guys have a good one. Bye-bye.
Yay! And may the power protect you. See ya!